Hi, I'm Rob from B&H, and in this video we're checking out the Mackie DL1608 16-channel digital live sound mixer. The 1608 combines proven Mackie audio hardware with the ease and mobility of the iPad as the control surface. That means you can detach the iPad and control the mixer wirelessly, so you can tweak the mix in real time from where the audience is hearing it instead of running back and forth from the stage to the front of house. Let's take a closer look, and while we do, I'll record the audio from my lav mic to the iPad using the DL1608 and the Master Fader app available on iTunes. The hardware itself is pretty small and portable, weighing in at just under 7 pounds. It's a 16-input mixer with 12 XLR inputs and 4 XLR quarter-inch combo inputs, all on the back, all of which accept both line and mic signals, and the angle of the back panel makes them easily accessible. Those 4 combo inputs will also accept unbalanced inputs, which is convenient. Those inputs all feed excellent sounding, low noise, high headroom Onyx mic preamps, which offers 60 dB of available gain with control knobs right on top. The DL1608 features 24-bit Cirrus Logic analog to digital and digital to analog converters with a dynamic range of 114 dB, and they can work at either 44.1 or 48 kHz, and they can also be set to a 16-bit rate if you prefer. Also in the back is the stereo XLR output, as well as the quarter-inch outs for the 6 aux sends, which I can use to create monitor mixes or to send to outboard effects. There's no dedicated outboard effect return on the 1608, so if you're using outboard effects, you'll have to sacrifice a couple of channels for effect returns. Beside the main power switch is the phantom power switch that supplies 48 volts to all the XLR connections globally if you're using condenser microphones. Also back here you can see the locking barrel connector for the 12 volts DC power supply. The power supply is universal, meaning that it will accept AC voltage ranging from 100 to 240 volts, so the DL1608 will work basically anywhere in the world. Also back here is the Ethernet input that allows me to control the mixer wirelessly with the iPad. And there's not really much more to the hardware. Beside the gain knobs and their signal LEDs is the headphone jack and volume knob, and the rest of the front panel is taken up by the tray for the iPad. Now if you're using the first generation iPad, it'll fit directly into the tray, but for the second and third generation iPads, you'll use the supplied tray insert. When new iPads are introduced and the size changes, all Mackie has to do is make a new tray instead of an entire new console. If you want to lock the iPad to the mixer, a, wait for it, padlock is supplied for that purpose. To get your iPad to work with the DL1608, you'll need the Master Fader app, available for free on iTunes, for touchscreen control for all the mixer functions. The app is quite straightforward. There's a mixer view for balancing levels and a channel view for the DSP functions. Each of the 16 inputs has a 4-band EQ, a gate, and a compressor. There's also a 31-band graphic EQ and a compressor limiter on the output as well. In addition to the 6 aux sends, which can be configured to be either pre or post fader, the DL1608 also has both a built-in reverb and a built-in delay on board. Making things easier, a lot of handy factory presets you can use on the input channels, the dynamics, the effects, and more, and you can also create your own presets. In addition, you can take snapshots of settings for instant recall, and groups of snapshots can be saved as shows. You can also record the stereo output of the DL1608 to your iPad, which is how we're recording my voice for this video. But that record function is only available when the iPad is attached to the mixer. The iPad also has to be attached to the mixer if you want to integrate music from another app to the mixer. So you can play pre-show music from iTunes or add a GarageBand track to your live show, and the stereo channel for that is pre-assigned to its own dedicated iPad track, so you don't have to sacrifice any of the other 16 input channels. Now that brings me to the best part of the DL1608, and that's the fact that if you attach a wireless router to the Ethernet input on the back, you can detach the iPad and control the mixer wirelessly. As I said in the beginning, this is really great as it frees the sound man to make adjustments in the mix from different positions in the venue. Not only that, you can use up to 10 iPads at one time. So one use for that would be having one iPad with the sound man for the front of house sound and a second iPad on stage with the monitor sound man. Or with multiple iPads, every member of the band can adjust their individual monitor mix to taste. So there's a quick look at the Mackie DL1608 16-channel digital live sound mixer. Using the iPad as a touchscreen controller, Mackie has delivered a high-quality digital mixer at an excellent price, and you can control it from anywhere in the venue. I'm Rob from B&H, and thanks for watching.
For more information, please visit us online, give us a call, or stop by our New York City Superstore. You can also connect with us on the web.